trees are green and overhanging, where the light free and everlasting.
All right. We left off in here.
Right. Deep in the evening.
Indeed. And we have at least up until 1 to 2 a.m. before, like, everything shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, like, work our way through the night to some degree. What was that? Oh. Some Nosafed.
Hope no one needed that.
Yeah. Alright, so we're looking like we got a lot of healing on us, which is nice, even though we're still 1 point away from death on morale. We had a lot going on. Fun thing that was pointed out, Half-Light over here, this
Yes.
is very similar to Kuno's portrait in a warped way. If you
I
put them
hadn't
side by
noticed.
side, you can see the little Kuno fucking energy and his creepy smile. He's in the same, like, yeah.
I see.
That's, like, keep an eye out for it next time.
Does he care, though?
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'm a monk.
Yeah. Kuno? He goes down and up with it. Shivers, I love you. How you doing? You're good? All right.
Doing great.
So, yeah, we were working our way back to here.
Big communism.
Communism 10.
Big communism.
Big communism. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on that. Gotta keep an eye on it. Wait, hold on a second. Where was the stats? Good cop, bad cop.
We've got some honor.
No, okay. There was a stat here. Apparently there's a stat that indicates, like, where Kim is at with you a little bit. Is it good cop, bad cop? Might be. I'm not sure. But they're supposedly, yeah. I would assume that would be the one, because it seems like the only one that would apply to him. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, we never found our song. Thus, we don't really have anything we can sing.
Soon.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow.
No, we talked to him about the door, and that was pretty much it. None of these people that are new here can really be spoken to, except for that person over there. Who, if I remember earlier, didn't have much to say anyway. Yeah.
It's all about money.
And you're
And
still
this
sleeping?
person-
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Alright, we still don't get a chance to wake him up.
You need physical instruments to open this white check.
At least 3. Well, that ain't gonna happen. No, sir.
Nope. It's gonna be sleeping for a while.
I'm not gonna fucking level up physical instrument just to get him going again. Alright. Let's see. We could also do stuff outside too. Before we wrap up the day. I don't wanna lose any opportunities. I was hoping that like a karaoke opportunity might present itself now that the disco ball is spinning, but it doesn't seem like anything in there besides that lighting has changed. I've upped the volume on the game. It's still a very quiet game, but you should be able to hear it a bit better now. What else? Okay, well, we can take a look at the actual library.
At 10:40 p.m.
Yeah. Or not.
Yeah, I'd be asleep too.
Yeah, fair.
What kind of books are you looking for at 10:40?
Fair. Yeah, bookstore's not available. Okay. I guess we can go see Joyce.
She's still
To
there.
not waste our late night activities. And then we can also re-examine our ledger.
True that. Yeah. Chewing gum, tattoos. Oh, famous mug.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Alright, so we've got locked white check. Needs more logic.
Not now.
And we've got interfacing 3. We've got another shot at this.
Hey, this looks really good.
Okay.
Come on, game.
Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly.
Alright, dice gods. They might be with us today.
The slides
Jesus.
snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Slide the drawer open?
Wait, somehow I don't want to.
Fuck no. Put the ledger away.
without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Huh. Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Okay, we got zoo tickets.
Not bad.
Fucking kill yourself, you
Whoa.
asshole.
Why?
Jesus.
Or-
Close this.
Yeah. This is kind of hardcore. Like, what happened?
This is proceeding, so this is not proceeding. So what is this?
The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who were they for?
Blink.
You see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade card.
Okay.
Weird. What the fuck was that?
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Oh god, do we really have to smell it?
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored,
Oh.
exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum.
Damn.
Okay.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
Oh, did you get a number? Did you pick someone up?
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
So we are a Harry.
Are we?
This indicates that we might be a Harry.
We might be.
So that was correct.
Keep reading, keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Do you want to keep reading? I do. So curious. All these feelings being poured onto this letter.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
What?
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways.
Okay. Reading the ledger has killed us?
What?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there passed out?
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that the X something?
Where is Voyager Road?
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again. There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. You think they would let you until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
I'm not coming back.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
I was dehydrated. It won't happen again.
Fuck it. Well, these all end the conversation, so...
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
How do we conclude this?
I'll be honest with him.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
Whoa.
Damn. Ledger of failure and hatred. The more you learn about yourself, the more fucking... Yeah. Well, we didn't actually take damage, though. We didn't...
Thankfully.
That appeared to not be a full death in the realist sense. It appeared to be a cinematic death. But we've learned White Mourning.
New thought. Temporary research bonus, -1 authority. Little guy gets further and further away. You see yourself from above. You've passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend. A bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes, and it gets smaller and smaller.
So, plus -1 authority, little guy further and further away. Research time 5 hours, but we don't know what it's going to give us once it completes. Well, we don't have any free slots right now, anyway.
Indeed, we do not. And we are close to internalizing the cup of the apocalypse.
Yeah. 1 hour
5
remaining.
minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that ledger did
Yeah.
a number on us.
The same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Harry. What kind of fucking shit is buried in your past, hmm?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
So that hidden drawer seems to be the only thing left on it.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other.
Yeah.
The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs. It's slightly, ever so slightly,
Okay. Well,
difficult to breathe once you've
If we
done
ever
so.
get logic up,
The drawer is locked. Blue ink.
we'll get a shot at that.
Yeah.
The ledger is now a tool, by the way. It's moved over here. +1 Inland Empire, +1 empathy, -2 authority. Damn, authority really takes a beating, huh?
Taking a hit, huh?
Authority is getting annihilated. -2 authority? Jeez.
No respect with your
No.
pissy ledgers.
I'm down to walk around with 2 authority minimum. You need some. You have, like, what you need some. Otherwise, you're just fucking... You're just a piece of pavement to be walked all over.
And do you need to equip it or something?
To get those stats, yes. But I don't want to walk...
If are there like extra associated thoughts like the clothing that we picked up, or
Just by
Yeah.
wearing it? Oh, we can see.
not sure? Just Be sure. Yeah. Okay, I guess there's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, keep that pry bar nearby.
I like these buffs, but like that authority hit is a little too much for me. But these two are good. Empathy is currently at 3. Inland Empire is at 5. So yeah, we'd get 6 inland, 4 empathy. We should start seeing some interesting things.
So you said you wanted to talk to Joyce?
Let's talk to Joyce.
11 p.m.
Maybe if we bump authority up by 1, we can walk with the ledger on us, but then we'd have to keep it on for a while, you know?
Is she there?
Nope.
Yes, she is.
Yes. Oh, cool. Good. Glad to see it.
Hey, you got a bit more money?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
She almost takes the photo but stops.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay. I've got
That's the man who was
That's
killed.
my back.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Why? How is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something
Same
else I can
answer,
help you
huh?
with.
Okay, she doesn't want to do it. We'll come back to it later.
I've
More
got some more
lessons in
questions.
basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
White check, esprit de corps.
Pretty low.
Not a good roll. They want a 14. And conceptualization. We've absolutely got this in the bag.
Very high.
Jamais vu. Thought complete. Okay. But if I remember correctly, did we not get told to do this in order by the game itself? Wasn't this the menu where they were like, take your time, go down top to bottom? Yeah, it was this conversation tree specifically. Right? It was like when we first got introduced to this, it said, hey, don't worry about it, take your time. So we did where are we? And that was enlightening. So let's go to what times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
She puts her finger to her lips, then points at you.
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Interesting way to put it. Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Who got shot in the head?
Who got the mineral rights?
When was this kerfuffle?
That's enough about the times.
Would you perhaps describe it the way that the limbic system does?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
She looks at you, her gaze sharp.
Sounds like evil to me.
Okay, neutral.
They're good apes, actually.
Yeah? What's tempting you? Evil,
Well-
good, or neutral?
Yeah. I'm leaning towards neutral, but, you know, we're discussing a revolution of which there, you know, who knows what the causes are or the justness of what sets them off. Although we've learned a good bit about this world. Let's go neutral. Okay, if you say so.
On the other hand,
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly.
Who got shot in the head?
those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Damn, did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Quite. And calm. That's a tragedy.
Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then.
Jesus.
No.
Fucking.
Relax.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too, in my head. Point to your little head.
Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposing side?
Yes, by default, I think we have to go with this one.
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Whoa.
High on the finest cokes.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Word? Yo, he had the inside scoops on the stock market.
Damn.
It's time
Damn.
to sell this royal shit. I'm done.
He was invested. Smart king.
Cowardly king.
I love that king. Fucking communists.
I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing.
Smart king, cowardly king. I love that king. No, we did not love the fucking king.
You didn't? Was living the life.
I mean, the real answer is 4. Like, fuck kings.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your existence.
I do not care about kings.
But if we live in a world where we have to accept the existence of this king, then yeah, sure, that's a cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place.
Oh. Damn, okay.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Wild time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and who got the mineral rights?
Yeah, unsatisfying.
After the setup.
Unsatisfying sway on some of those takes.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city.
Okay, and by liberals, you mean...
How did the liberals win it all?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
Yeah, they have nice shoes.
It's funny, you know, yeah. I watched The Godfather 2 this weekend.
Cool.
And right in the middle of it, like this exact thing was going down in Cuba. And it's just like, oh yeah, subplot to the fucking mafia story. Cuban Revolution. You know, just sprinkled right in. I was just like, oh shit, okay.
I should rewatch that. 1 and 2, maybe not 3.
So I hear. I gotta find out for myself. You know, but looking at the dates on them, like you know, you see like what was it like 70s, like 2 years apart for 1 and 2, and then 1990, and you go, ooh,
There's a reason why that happened.
something happens. Yeah. How the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Right. Okay.
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
That's what's important, huh?
Good answer.
That's what's important.
Good answer. Who
Who
are
are
the
the
coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
Okay.
That's something
Okay.
that sounds good.
Okay.
Now,
At
what's
least
the bad
not in the
part?
same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
I don't think I am a moralist, man.
Not just technically, practically. For a moment, there was hope.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. And also not.
Well, listen, man. You're never gonna fucking get me on your team with shooting people in the head. Literally
Yeah,
never.
Usually,
Like, so we're gonna have to figure something else out. What's the next best option besides that? You know? Fuck off. Oh, you lame idiot doesn't even want to shoot anybody in the head. What
hear me out.
What a fucking coward. What a loser. Ooh. Pussy doesn't want to murder anybody.
What are you doing? God, everybody's doing it.
Holy shit, man.
No peace. No peace.
Shoot one of these people in the head or fuck off.
Yeah. Get in line. Or get in line.
Right. Or get it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, peace was never an option. Don't think I'm a moralist, man. Not technically, practically. For a moment, there was hope. Okay, all the way in. All the way mid. All the way out.
Oh. You gotta align yourself.
So unsatisfying.
You gotta align yourself.
You really do. God, hand forced.
Was there a bit of hope there?
This is literally just calling you out too. Literally just calling you out. No, I mean, look, man.
Hope or no hope?
No, it doesn't seem like things went the right way, right? You started off good. You had us in the first half with the let's not shoot people in the head part.
Yeah.
But then the rest of it, though,
Yeah, okay.
The rest of it might be the problem.
The rest of the plan.
Yeah. So, perhaps then we would disagree with this. Yeah.
Not quite a moralist, man.
Let's see where that takes us then.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Right?
Oh, they tried. Tried. Must maybe a little bit of head shooting, you know?
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Oh, is it?
The revolution began in 02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
And who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat,
Oh no.
a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
Okay, and what did this Zarath do?
Where did it spread from there? A pandemic, particularly virulent disease, unable to contain, overthrew the government.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Okay, overthrown. Coalition came. That was done. And what came next?
Right, so Krasmazov and his manifesto overthrew in 08. Coalition stepped in,
10.
and it didn't last very long.
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What else is new?
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
You think?
Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants.
You mean we don't come from the same hood? I mean,
Our
look at
lives
us.
are very different from each other.
What is the zone of control?
And what happened to the rest of the world?
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Yeah, we're suffering in the same area, same plight, you know?
Well, the word suffering is relative, though, isn't it, Reggie?
Oh no. What is the zone of control?
If you can't get your Amazon delivery on time, that's a different type of suffering.
Well, if you can't afford Amazon Prime, that's
A different...
you messed up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not me.
yeah.
Like, basic
What are
living,
we doing here? Waiting
know?
on shipping? God.
Jesus.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Oh.
You know, it's the kind of, like... It's almost not this. It almost sounds like she's describing the kind of country that like loses its own identity because like the internationals have to step in.
Yeah.
After things become such a horrible mess in a way, you know.
And they tell you what to do.
And
how to
then
be.
and that just like shoots your fascists as far down their side of things as possible because they're living in what was the word? Weimar?
Weimar's Republic.
Yeah, right. The idea of just of things falling apart or going into a different or becoming so not what it used to be before that the traditionalists like stand against it to the extremes. It sounds very similar to that idea, you know? which creates the most extreme, most, shall we say, problematic historical dips.
It was better back when X, and then you got fear. What
There's
happened?
2 grandpas right off screen over there that I want to go talk to.
Hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah, literally right over there.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, coloured plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
So you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
It's been like this for how long exactly?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
I'm curious to see, like, once we get a crack at this map, how many people are just kind of living their lives, not oblivious, but like uncaring about this history, versus those who are like, thrust forward by it.
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
I see.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
It really was about failure, wasn't it? It really, really was. All right. Let's just we got our shivers.
Yeah, looking at it intently.
Getting it up to 5 would be nice. Volition up would be nice too, though. I wouldn't mind throwing myself up a little.
Yeah.
A little volition. Yeah, the thoughts. I'll come back to the thoughts. I want to hear from my inner voices a little more often. Either volition or shivers. It's only. I mean, this can get healed up. This can get healed up to 3. And if we throw it up to a default 4, then it will probably start talking more often. So let's give ourselves a point in volition.
Okay.
And start hearing it speak up more often.
There you go.
And then now we've got more to heal on it.